Green is in, but not for the reason you probably think. The color is featured on Charli XCX's new album release, and it has caught on.
And it's like a lime green, too. Here to explain more about its origins and how it could have impact on this presidential election is Vanity Fair contributing editor Case Wickman. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so if anyone watching above the age of, what, 20 is like trying to understand this whole brat thing. So it's not even Kamala is a brat, it's Kamala is brat.
Exactly.
Yes.
Brat is a culture, a way of being, a state of mind, correct?
Yes, it's a vibe. It's an attitude.
Vibe.
As a teen myself, so Charli XCX, she last month released her latest album, Brat, and it's a lime green aesthetic. It's loud in every way. It's catchy. It's dancey. But Brat is an attitude, a bratitude, if you will.
A bratitude.
And she has described it. It's kind of a real person. You know, it's what did she say? Poised and messy, but brave and real.
The way I think about it is you're going to live your best life no matter what's going on in your life.
And embrace your authentic self.
Yes, exactly. And so shortly after Kamala was, we're on first name basis.
Yeah,
shortly,
right.
You know.
Of course.
Shortly after Kamala was endorsed by Joe Biden when he stepped aside, Charli tweeted, "Kamala is brat." And it's not a brat. It's not you darn kids. It's Kamala is brat. That's her endorsement of she's a real one.
And it really has taken off on social media.
Oh, yes.
And what's interesting is Charli XCX is from, what, Britain?
Yes.
She can't even vote?
She can't vote, but it's kind of the attitude of the summer. Remember, we had hot girl summer,
yes.
You know, not this year, but it's brat summer. People are embracing their best lives and they're doing them. And so by her saying Kamala is brat, she's like, she's in charge. She's making her own decisions. Of course, Kamala has been the subject of a lot of memes, the coconut tree, everything. But her campaign brand new campaign, has really embraced that. They immediately changed the header image on their social media to lime green. They have released TikToks with Chapel Roan songs. So they're labeling Kamala as a femininomenon.
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 That's a mouthful.
So is it really a boost to her campaign, or is her campaign just capitalizing on taking off from this point, or do you think she's marketing to younger voters?
I mean, so she has always been a social media candidate and has had kind of a hold on Gen Z younger voters, and it scans as authentic, which is hard to do. I mean, you can't be authentic without being authentic. You can't force it, right? So even when she was in the last election cycle, when she was being vetted, articles about her on social media had the highest number of interactions by far of any of the Democratic candidates, people who had put themselves forward. So this is nothing new that the internet's been fascinated by her and into her, but I think that with this abrupt change and with this unprecedented, switch in nominees, and the campaign is 5 days old. And
it's amazing how much it's caught on. I mean, Obama was really the first one to take advantage of the internet. She seems to be following in his footsteps as far as that's concerned. But she's had huge endorsements in the entertainment industry. As Beyonce giving her permission to use freedom. But I have to say, everyone is now waiting for Taylor Swift. What could the Taylor Swift possible effect be?
Well, I think that it could be huge. Taylor Swift started getting political in 2018. She endorsed Democratic nominees in her home state in the midterm elections, and she talks in her documentary Miss Americana about how she was afraid of alienating her audience. She didn't want to make anyone mad. I'm sure it's a relatable feeling of,
of course,
what if someone in the world somewhere is mad at me? And she said, I want to be on the right side of history. That was her quote. I want to be on the right side of history. And she started speaking out about what she believes in In 2020, she endorsed President Biden and has spoken out against Donald Trump specifically on social media. So Forbes does this list of the most powerful women in the world. And the one that came out at the end of 2023, Kamala is number 3, Taylor's number 5. And she's the highest placed that they did of non-politicians. They called what she has soft power. And it's true. I mean, she influences the economy everywhere her tour goes. She did a Get Out the Vote campaign last year, and something like 32,000 new voter registrations came from her tweeting about it.
Wow, that's
like
impressive.
That.
That's impressive.
Amazing.
So she has a touch of pull, I'd say. A touch.
All right. Well, Case, thanks so much for coming in and explaining how being brat is cool.
Brat summer.
We appreciate you coming in.
Thank you so much for having me.
Check out, of course, all of her articles on Vanity Fair or vanityfair.com.